Now!
What do we want?
Justice! When do we want it? Now!
What do we need?
Justice!
When do we need it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
We're marching with the message. The message is justice.
We're marching with the
message! The message is justice!
We're marching with the message.
The message is justice!
We're marching with the message.
The message is justice!
Let's go! Let's go!
One, we are the people.
Two, we are united. Three,
The occupation is not leaving. There's a train. Who started going? The police?
Yeah, the cops let us into a train.
Nice job.
Tweet that out. The police just led us to almost getting hit by a train. The police just led us to almost be hit by a train.
No brutality! No brutality! Don't be brutal!
They're now ordering to.
Peaceful protest!
Peaceful protest.
The police are now escalating the situation. The police are now escalating the situation.
Peaceful protest! Peaceful protest! Peaceful protest! Peaceful protest! Peaceful protest! Peaceful protest!
There are men in suits with the police. There's men in suits with the police.
Peaceful protest! 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 Peaceful protest!
So we have one horse on the left and we have one horse on the right.
Peaceful protest! 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 Peaceful protest!
One, we are the people. Two, we are united. Three, the occupation is not leaving. One,
We are the people.
Two,
We are united.
Three, the occupation is not leaving.
We are the people.
Two,
We are united.
Three,
The occupation
is not leaving.
No, Louisiana!
No, no.
Come on!
No.
Come on!
Families not foreclosure!
Families not foreclosures.
Families not foreclosures.
Families not foreclosures.
Families not foreclosures.
Families not foreclosure!
Families not foreclosures.
Families not foreclosures.
Families not foreclosures.
Hey, hey, Governor Brown!
Oh, come on. Shut foreclosures down.
Hey, hey, Governor Brown!
Shut foreclosures down. Hey, Governor Brown. Shut foreclosures down.
Shut down. Home.
Hey, Governor Brown!
Shut foreclosures down.
Hey,
Governor Brown. Shut foreclosures down.
Hey, Governor Brown.
Shut foreclosures down. Hey, Governor Brown. Shut foreclosures down.
Hey, Governor Brown. Thank you.
Whoa! Don't want to be in the way of those.
Whereas nearly 2 million California homeowners have lost their homes since 2008, and 500,000 more are projected to face foreclosure in 2012. Whereas 9 of the 10 metropolitan communities with the highest foreclosure rates are in California. Whereas foreclosures have devastated California's economy, causing businesses to fail and workers to lose jobs on a massive scale. Whereas middle-income Americans, for whom their home is their primary asset, have been hit especially hard, with many being forced into poverty. Whereas local governments have lost $17 billion in reduced revenue and additional costs, causing steep cuts in public services. Now, if that doesn't sound like a fiscal emergency to me, I don't know what does. So, we're asking you to declare a fiscal emergency and declare a 3-year moratorium on all foreclosures and evictions in California in order to save our homes, save our families, and save our communities. Thank you.
Who are we? Who are we? I can't hear you. Who are we? Who are we? They need to know, who are we? Yes, we are the 99%. And I want to say to each and every one of you that took place in participation in this march, what you've done today, you have set the stage for a moratorium. Even if the banks don't want a moratorium. Even if our civic leaders don't want a moratorium. It is not up to them today about what they want. It's about what we need. And today we need a moratorium. Because we have families today that are going into homelessness, DC crisis. If we look around today, there's drawn more people into homelessness than there is into homes. We have a problem here today. And it's just like I was saying earlier. We are in the fierce urgencies of now.
Yes.
We got love on the front line. And love on the front line is a dangerous way to live. Because in the end, no one wins. No one wins when you have to take your family and talk to your children and let them know that they may not be in this house anymore when they thought was there. When they went to school, telling their friends about their home and where they live and come over and we can have fun. See, these are the things that we need to put inside of their heads, which they're not understanding. You see, everything that makes dollars don't make sense, especially when it comes at the families and homeowners' expense. See, we've been led astray, we've been bamboozled, and we've been hoodwinked. But the thing is, we know, and as long as we know the truth, and if we know this truth, we can make ourselves free from this situation. And how we do that today, as we continue to come together as brothers and sisters under the same tent, the same roof, for the same cause. we will overcome. We will overcome. We must know this today. Many of you have come across California, throughout the regions, the valleys, the highs and the lows. But we are here today to let those that represent us know that the government is ran by the people and for the people. And corporations are not people today. They never have been people. We are the people. We are the purpose. And we are the promise. And we want the governor and those that legislate today to know you must come back to representing the people. You must come back to taking care of the business for those that hold due diligence. And this time, for the matter is that we are all suffering today. Economic suffering, an injustice of suffering throughout the courts, throughout this state house. You have caused suffering because you have not attended to the people's business. Until you do right by the people, we will continue to come here to the West Steps and on the West Steps of the history of this building that represents blind faith and progress and change for change's sake and for the ability of change. And that ability is in each and every one of us. And as I finish in my closing and speaking to you today, I want you to continue to stand up and stand tall, and continue to fight the good fight. Continue to fight the good fight. This fight is embedded inside of the First Amendment of our Constitution on what we've done today and what we must continue to do. It is the cornerstone to our democracy. It holds its place for each and every one of us, a truth that holds self-evidence. And let us today be that evidence. I'll say one more time, we are the people, we are the purpose, and we are the promise.
Brother Collins, thank you for giving voice so eloquently to our cause and our purpose here today. Now let's take that power and put it right back where it belongs. We want the voices of the people heard loud and clear, and we're going to have a few more messages. All I need y'all to say is follow after me. We occupy, we occupy, we occupy, we occupy, we occupy, we occupy. What's that? We occupy. That's the tricky part. We occupy, we occupy, we occupy, we occupy, we occupy, we tricky part. We occupy. Let me hear you. Keep it going. Here's the ladies' part. We are the 99%, 99%, 99%. We are the 99%. We occupy. Help me, ladies. We are the 99%, 99%, 99%. We are the 99%. We occupy. Fellas, let me say, we occupy, we occupy. We occupy, we occupy, we occupy, we occupy, we occupy. Ladies, we are the 99%. We are the 99%, 99%, 99%. We are the 99%. Keep it going, and I got one more for you. We do not consent to tyrants or violence with silence. We withhold compliance when we occupy. We occupy, we occupy, we occupy, we occupy, we occupy, we occupy, raise your voices if you got them. We occupy, we occupy, we occupy, we occupy, we occupy, we occupy. Keep that going to help the ladies. We are the 99%, 99%, 99%. We are the 99%. We occupy. One more time.
We are the 99%, 99%, 99%. We are the 99%. We are you.
Let me hear that one more time. One more time. We do not consent to tyrants or violence with silence. We withhold compliance when we are due hard. We are the 99%.
I hope you guys had a great march. It sure looked like it. I can go all the way from here. You've spoken, your voice is loud and clear. The care of human life and happiness and not their destruction is the first and only legitimate object of good government. I'll read that again. The care of human life and happiness and not their destruction is the first and only legitimate object of good government. So said Thomas Jefferson. The so-called leaders of our country violate this every single day, and by doing so, they've committed treason. And treason on the books, treason is still a hangable offense. Now, I'm not saying that we should go hang them. I just think that we should keep changing them over all the time, and maybe we need to remake our government and take over our government because it's sure not working the way it's supposed to. And Benjamin Franklin said we should overthrow our government every 7 years. I thought that was a great idea, but then it also made me think, why the hell did they create that government to begin with if they figured you had to overthrow it?
Yeah, that's a good point.
And Margaret Mead, the great sociologist, said, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has." So never for a second doubt that your voice, your actions don't make a difference. They're afraid of us. They're worried about us. We're pretty nonviolent and harmless. The thing about it is they're afraid of our voices. They're afraid we will wake up other people who are not activists, who are sitting and waiting and wondering, how come things are so bad? How come things are not changing? What can we do? Edward Abbey said, "A patriot must always be ready to defend his country against his government." And Patrick Henry said the Constitution is not an instrument for the government to restrain the people. It is an instrument for the people to restrain the government. What a novel idea that is, lest it come to dominate our lives and our interests. The most dangerous man to any government is a man or a woman who is able to think things out for themselves without regard to the prevailing superstitions and taboos. Almost inevitably, they come to the conclusion that the government they live under is dishonest, insane, and intolerable. Geez, sounds like what we got now. And so if they are a romantic, they try to change it. And even if they are not romantic personally, they are apt to spread discontent among those who are. So said H.L. Mencken. And boy, a lot of these quotes are from years ago, and they are as apt and important as they are now. It's about almost 12:45. Got a couple of quick announcements. We'll be lobbying soon. We want you to go inside if you can. There are great cafeterias. The food's pretty good. On the basement floor of the Capitol, and also on the 6th floor. Now, we don't get any kickbacks. There's a purpose in going in there. We want you to, after you have lunch, try to do it within, and be done with lunch by about, say, 1:30 the latest, 1:20. Go in, and then we want you to lobby, and I'll be talking about lobbying in a second. There's a phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 1 of lobbying will be inside the Capitol, of course. There's a board that has information about your legislators. Inside, on the first floor, across from the elevators, if you know what your district is or know the name of your representative, Senate and the Assembly, just look on the board. It'll tell you exactly where they're located. And then after that, we want to reconvene downstairs in the rotunda. It's off the first floor, but you can't miss it. You walk under, you look upstairs, and the sound will echo there. We want to meet there at 2 p.m. the latest, maybe a couple of minutes early. And then we're going to present the proclamation to the governor, have a few speakers there, and then Then we'll come back outside here at approximately 2:30. So just about 2:15 or so, we want to, 2:10, 2:15, we want to be in front of the governor's office. The media is coming back. Now, lobbying is very simple. How do you lobby? Well, first thing you want to do is when you go in there, for those of you who've never done it, go in there and ask to speak with the chief of staff or the representative. Actually, you have to speak for the representative first. If they're not there, or they said they're at a meeting, or they're out, ask to speak to the chief of staff. If the chief of staff isn't there, ask to speak to the next highest up person, which might be the senior legislative analyst, senior legislative aide, something like that. They might ask you if you have an appointment, say no, but I'm a constituent. That's my representative. I'd like to talk to somebody from the office. I have a grievance. What's that? And they knew we were coming, because we had meetings for several months there, so they know that this day was coming. So do that. It's pretty simple. Get to the point. Tell them why you're there. If you have a homeowner that's been foreclosed on or has faced fraud and corruption, and geez, who hasn't? It's like the 1 degree separation incident. And so essentially what to do is just tell them, get to the point, let them know that, and ask them what they're doing about it. I just got word a little while ago the Homeowner Bill of Rights has now been postponed until Wednesday. Yeah, let's hear a big you know?
According to the posted schedule, the conference committee that's considering it is meeting this afternoon, but funny thing about that, the list usually tells you what room it's in, and this one doesn't.
Yeah, right, funny thing, probably because we're all here.
But you might ask a member who you see, what room are they meeting in? They could find out.
So anyway, so with the teaching, it's pretty simple. Get to the point, get their cards before you leave their office, or ask for their cards when you're there. And the important thing about it is you want to give them your message. You want to find out what they're doing about it. And hear them out, have a discussion with them. They'll probably give you maybe 15 minutes if you're lucky. If you've gone to your assembly member, go to your senator, or vice versa. The other thing about that too is go in with at least 3 or 4 people if you can. If you don't have 3 or 4 people, however many you go in, that's perfect. Because then after you do this, you're wanting to go, when we all leave today, we're going to want to go back into our communities, and you're going to want to go to their district offices. And I suggest that at least every 1 to 2 times a month, go lobby them in their district office. You're a constituent, they represent you, or they're supposed to, and you want them to hear you out, and you want to keep asking them, what are you doing about foreclosures? What are you doing about evictions? What are you doing about this? And just hold them on point. You can put their feet to the fire. As I said, by the time we're done, they're all going to need asbestos boots and asbestos clothing, because we're turning up the heat. And in 1933, there was a foreclosure moratorium in many parts of this country. In fact, there was one in California. And how it came about in California is people occupied the Capitol. Now, I'm not telling you to do that today, but the whole thing about it is that's how serious people were in 1933 in order to get what they wanted. California modeled their bill after New York. So we know that many people in government can actually shut foreclosures down. It's whether or not they have the political will to do that, whether they have the leadership will to do that, and whether or not they're representing the people or they're representing the corporations and the banksters. Right now, I don't see them representing the people. I wish they would, but it's going to be up to us to force their hand and do that. You want to say something real quick? You gotta be real quick.
I've been inside while you were marching, speaking to some of the sponsors of the Homeowners Bill of Rights about who needs to be lobbied. And their suggestions are these 4 people in particular from Southern California, Senator Vargas of San Diego, Senator Lou Correa of Santa Ana, Anaheim, and for LA people, Senators Rod Wright and Ed Hernandez. So please make sure, if you live anywhere near west side of LA, south central LA, that you see Rod Wright. If you're in the general East LA, San Gabriel Valley, that you see Ed Hernandez, and other folks to make sure they see Correa from Orange County and Vargas from San Diego. There could be votes that sink it or water it down. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We've got our friend the Ayatollah here who's going to do a quick song for you, and then what we'll do is turn you loose, go inside, have lunch, probably best places to eat. If you want to eat somewhere else than in the inside, come see me, and I'll let you know where other places are. And then we want to make sure, no matter what time, look at your watches at 2 o'clock, please be at the rotunda. The rotunda is this section here, and the other door, basically, actually it's close, I believe it's closer to here. If you're on the first floor near the elevators or near the governor's office, you would then have to walk up steps and be out there. We'll be over there gathering, and then we'll let you know what happens next at that point.
Ustream.tv.
Oh, and Lisa here has lists of your senators and your assembly members. So if you need to see her, and room numbers, district numbers, names, etc. So if you need that information, you don't know your representatives, come see Lisa. And here's the Ayatollah. And please, after we
All right. Hold on. She gonna tell you. Hold on.
Please come back outside after. We have more
Wait a minute.
Got you with too many phones, huh?
Okay, it's PM Beers. You go to Ustream.tv. Hold on 1 second, I gotta press record.
Ayatollah. It's my absolute pleasure to be here today for this cause.
Okay, it's Ustream.tv.
A lot of people out here having hard
PM
times.
Beers.
And we are the 99%. I get some volume, DJ.
If you go to Ustream,
Lil Mo, we got a crank beat. Start it over. Let's go.
letter P, letter
Yeah. A lot more volume on that. Can y'all hear me in the back? Across the street at the bridge down there. Can y'all hear me down there?
All
right. Yeah. DJ, make it slide. As loud as you can possibly get it. I want to feel it in my soul. In order to feel it, I need y'all to feel it with me. Let's go. I'm not tripping off my life when it comes to my kids.
I don't know how to use the phone. I'm trying to film right now.
Don't need them. Corrupt papers, federal system, White House and Congress. Set up designed in the way just to rob us. Tax us and leave us jobless. But that's we're closing all our homes. Now we homeless. With no health care, but who the hell care? So many poor folk on welfare. Now we occupy the streets, it's modern warfare. I throw my fist in the air, yeah, and say a prayer to my Lord, the only one that's there. But I know you hear this song, you will really care. Cause this is your life, I'm not really there. But I love you, so I protest for you. Tell this wicked system that I want the best for you. Put my life on the line, pick up a picket sign, organize, and I'll march for you. Come on. I need your help on this. I need y'all to tell me who we are. Come on. Who are we? Yeah. Yeah. Who are we? Who are we? Tell them. Tell them. Come on. True speaking, wage of war on the 1%. Famine, disease, poverty, pestilence. It's what your ruling power represents. We are the 99%. True speaking, wage of war on the 1%. Famine, disease, poverty, pestilence. It's what your ruling power represents. It's not about religion, no. It's about color. It's about mothers feeding their sons and their daughters. It's about families feeding through clothing and shelter. Financially depressed and there's no one to help you. So you want to get a job, but there ain't no jobs. This system is designed for you to beg and around. Better get to borrow. Give it to me today, I'll pay you back tomorrow. With interest plus stress, the whole life you live in debt. They want the money, you can keep your blood and your sweat. This shit is deeper than the game of chess. So we occupy till our needs are met. The revolution televised live on the internet. The 1% they got feeling this, but the word is out. I know they hearing this. System is corrupt, unfair, and truly evil. Return the power to the people. I need y'all right now. Tell me, who are we? Who are we? Tell them. Yeah. 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 Tell them. Tell them. Yeah. Two speaking ways of war on the 1%. Famine, disease, poverty, pestilence. It's what your ruling power represents. We are the 99%. True speaking, wage of war on the 1%. Famine, disease, poverty, pestilence. It's what your ruling power represents. We are the 99%. Come on. We are the 99%. Everybody, we are the 99%. Put it up. We are the 99%. Come on. We are the 99%. Everybody, we are the 99%. I can't hear you. We are the 99%. Come on. We are the 99%. Yeah. are the 99%. Yeah. We are the 99%. Rock with me. You are the 99%. Come on. We are the 99%. I can't hear you. Come on. We are the 99%. Yeah. We are the 99%. Sacramento, I love you for the love. Yes.
Can the conspiracies go on?
Yeah. Who are we? Yeah.
Occupied.
Yeah. 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 Come on. Everybody. We are the 99%. You are the 99%. I am the 99%. She is the 99%. He is the 99%. We are the 99%. We are the 99%. We are the 99%. Yeah. Much love, Sacramento. My name is the Ayatollah. Get on Facebook, get on YouTube, and support it.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. I'm gonna do a little more later on for y'all, man. I got some hot joints for y'all, so
My turn.
respect.
Thank you. Can we go with you, Ray?
I think your friend's still on the phone.
Okay, thank
I
you.
don't think he got that. I don't think he'd hear me, but.
Thank you, Brother Carter. Why are you telling me that one of those things is that algorithm?
All right, then 99%. You gotta take a little percentage, come with a different advantage, a different challenge to understand the different manners, super manners, trying to get scrimmage into and it's subliminal. Somebody is a criminal, so original. Everything's so different in addition to camera.
Everybody, go
So
inside, have
ocular in the
lunch.
peripheral,
Let's meet
you
under
can see
the
everything.
rotunda at 2 p.m. sharp.
Thank
And
you.
there's more to do, and
I
then we'll
just
get
got
some
the hospital. They
business
drug
done,
me
and
out. I'm
then,
still
come back
rapping,
outside
y'all.
after.
Thank you.
That was awesome. Yeah, do his thing. You should not see Ali on that one.
All right. I don't know.
I'm gonna read the rappers. I can give you a copy.
You should have him in the background. That thing sounded tight. Like you be hearing shit like that in songs sometimes.
Yeah, that
In
was
the background, it sounded good with the song.
I might have to get.
Didn't we do one?
Video.
Didn't we do one out of
Wow. Yeah, I got some video. Oh, you do? Got some stuff. What you say? No, what you say?
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Wrap it up now?
Hey now, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the stream and reboot it up so I can archive and get the light adjusted.
I'm gonna go in now.
May happen tomorrow, just as likely Wednesday. Now, Bruce just got a text of the amended bill. Various staffers were saying they didn't have it because it was, just being...
All right, I'm gonna see if I can go inside. But while I'm waiting to go inside, I'm gonna reboot the stream. But maybe I'll get inside a little bit and then I'll drop stream and come back so I can get the light adjusted properly. So we have to go through security here. So I'm in the line for security to get into the state capitol of Sacramento, California. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop stream and come back.